Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Thule Camber Hitch-Mounted Bike Rack on our 2020 Jeep Cherokee. So the rack that we have here today can hold up to a total of 4 bikes, but if you don't need to carry that many, there's also a 2-bike version available as well. But with that being said, the way the rack works is really simple. That's one of the things I like about it. It's going to hold our bike down in 3 spots. So we're going to have 2 straps here along the top tube and 1 down here. Now this one's actually going to act as an anti-sway strap. That's going to help eliminate that side-to-side movement so we don't have to worry about our bikes kind of banging into each other as we're going down the road. That being said, let's go ahead and pop our bike off so we can take a better look at the rack itself. So we have these straps. You just push these tabs down. You're able to kind of feed those straps up and out of the way. Same thing for our sway strap down here. Once we have them all removed, just grab our bike, slide it off, and set it to the side. So one of the big questions we get asked all the time in regards to these hitch-mounted bike racks is if you're still going to be able to have full access to the back of your SUV. This one does fold down out of the way and allows us to do that. If you come down here to the lever, pull up on it, it's going to swing down quite a ways actually, so it's going to give us a ton of room. Then we're going to be able to open up our hatch and get anything we might need and then out of the back of our Jeep. So once we're done throwing our gear in or taking it out, loading up our coolers, whatever it might be, we can close the hatch. And then we're able to just take our rack and put it back up into this position. So the cradles here where our bike's frame is going to sit are somewhat adjustable, so that'll help accommodate different styles and shapes of frames. And it's also going to have a really soft rubber material on it. We're going to have that same material on the strap as well. So we're not going to have any issues when it comes to our bike's paint getting scratched up or anything like that. I do suggest so, whenever you're not using the rack, just to go ahead and pop these straps back in place. Now this rack in this position is pretty long, so it is going to take up a little bit of space. So to find out exactly how much, if you measure from the hatch to the very edge of the rack, looks like it's going to be about 43 inches. So something you definitely want to keep in mind whenever you go to pull into your garage or maybe even a tight spot. But the good news is these arms do fold down. We pull up on this lever, they'll swing all the way down, and that actually turns it into a pretty compact rack, so it's going to free up a ton of space. So if you take that same measurement from the hatch to the very edge there, looks like it's only going to be about 13.5 inches. So with it like this, really don't see it giving you any issues at all when you do go to pull into your garage with that tight spot. So this rack is going to work with 2-inch by 2-inch hitches like we have here today on our Jeep, but it's also going to be able to work with these smaller 1.25 by 1.25 hitches. So it gives us some versatility there. If you have another vehicle in the household with a different size hitch, chances are pretty good the rack's going to be able to work with it. So it's also going to come with a anti-rattle bolt. So that's going to replace the traditional pin and clip. That's going to eliminate any of that slop or play here in the connection point, providing a more quiet ride inside of our Jeep and giving our bikes a little bit more of a smooth ride as well. So to kind of give you an example of that, say if we're going down the road, hitting some bumps, you can see our rack is actually going to move with our Cherokee and not on its own. So at the end of the day, a rack you really can't go wrong with. It's going to be really easy to use, help free up some space on the inside of your Jeep, and have a really nice modern look, especially when it's on the back of your Cherokee.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or a pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway.
And that'll finish up our look at of the Thule Camber Hitch-Mounted Bike Rack on our 2020 Jeep Cherokee.